Hello again. Today we're going to talk about wisdom. The seat of knowledge is in the head of wisdom, in the heart. We are sure to judge wrong if we do not feel right. The word philosophy sounds high-minded, but it simply means the love of wisdom. If you love something, you don't just read about it. You hug it. You mess with it. You play with it. You argue with it. Surely wisdom will come as we listen to learn from children, parents, partners, neighbors, church leaders, and the Lord. The enemy of the conventional wisdom is not ideas but the march of event. What a company's been earning doesn't mean anything. What you have to look at is what people think it's going to earn. If you can see something in 2 years is going to be entirely different than the conventional wisdom, that's how you make money. Earthly wisdom is doing what comes naturally. Godly wisdom is doing what the Holy Spirit compels us to do. The wisdom of the wise and the experience of ages may be preserved by quotation. Nobility of spirit has more to do with simplicity of ostentation, wisdom rather than wealth, commitment rather than ambition. Whenever you argue with another wiser than yourself in order that others may admire your wisdom, they will discover your ignorance. The function of wisdom is to discriminate between good and evil. It's as simple as that. The extreme limit of wisdom, that's what the people call madness. James Gleick said, "Information is not knowledge, and knowledge is not wisdom." Reading, even browsing an old book can yield substance denied by a database search. An old book can yield substance denied by a database search. Patience is a virtue, gluttony a sin. The wisdom of man never yet contrived a system of taxation that would operate with perfect equality. One part of wisdom is knowing what you don't need anymore and letting it go. The philosophies of one age have become absurdities of the next, and the foolishness of yesterday has become the wisdom of tomorrow. Experience, the wisdom that enables us to recognize in an undesirable old acquaintance the folly that we already have embraced. We learned in World War II that no single nation holds a monopoly on wisdom, morality, or right to power, but that we must fight for the weak and promote democracy. As you walk in God's divine wisdom, you will surely begin to see a greater measure of victory and good success in your life. Authority without wisdom is like a heavy axe without an edge, fitter to bruise than polish. Morality comes with the sad wisdom of age, when the sense of curiosity has withered. He was gifted with the sly, sharp instinct for self-preservation that passes for wisdom among the rich. Champions invariably have fervent philosophical beliefs. Philosophy, in its simplest terms, means the love of wisdom. To light one candle to God and another to the devil is the principle of wisdom. Few people have the wisdom to prefer the criticism that will do them good to the praise that deceives them. That is actually the key to success. There is as much wisdom in listening as there is in speaking, and that goes for all relationships, not just romantic ones. It is astonishing what force, purity, and wisdom it requires for a human being to keep clear of falsehoods. In the frank expression of conflicting opinions lies the greatest promise of wisdom in governmental action. Peace is a fragile thing. It takes courage to secure it. It takes wisdom to maintain it. The art of storytelling is reaching its end because the epic side of truth, the wisdom, is dying out. Sometimes you surprise yourself with what you can handle, and if you come out the other end with some wisdom, then it's not such a bad thing. The clouds may drop down titles and estates, and wealth may seek us, but wisdom must be sought. That is really deep for all those searching for wealth. The wisdom and experience of older people is a resource of inestimable worth. Recognizing and treasuring the contributions of older people is essential to the long-term flourishing of any society. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depends upon himself and not upon other men, has adopted the very best plan for living happily. This is the man of moderation, the man of manly character and of wisdom. The arts, quite simply, nourish the soul. They sustain, comfort, inspire. There is nothing like that exquisite moment when you first discover the beauty of connecting with others in the celebration of larger ideals and shared wisdom. To know how to grow old is the masterwork of wisdom and one of the most difficult chapters in the great art of living. After the acknowledge of and obedience to the will of God, the next aim must be to know something of His attributes and wisdom, power and goodness as evidenced by His handiwork. Wisdom consists not so much in knowing what to do in the ultimate as knowing what to do next. The model a lot of companies use is a very pyramidal model which sort of designates that all creativity, all wisdom flows from the top. We think that's absolute wrong model. In the end, the real wisdom of menopause may be in questioning how fun or even sane this show wheel called modern life actually is. Consider this point. It is the main point of true wisdom. Whenever there is an execution of purpose, there must be an agent. Putting is like wisdom, partly a natural gift and partly the accumulation of experience. Wisdom lies neither in fixity nor in change, but in the dialect between the two.